Once in a blue moon, you come across one of these games that are just absolute bangers. All my heroes, level 10, full items, 4 gold mines. Like, it literally doesn't get better than this. Let's let the gameplay talk for itself. Enjoy the video, guys. You guys know the drill. The way Direct Strike works is a little bit like Survival Chaos. It is an auto battler, and basically it's all AI kind of like focused. So you basically place units in this kind of like spawning platform here, right? And your objective is to control the middle line because that will give your team a gold advantage. And yeah, your objective is to eliminate the opponent's fortress. Should be pretty straightforward. And yeah, I'm excited to see how this game is gonna go. It's been a long time since I've played, but bro, this is exciting stuff. But this is actually a pretty good matchup. I kind of like this. So it has shamans, footies. I actually should win this on paper, to be honest. But anyways, after 2 minutes, guys, the moment you've been pretty much waiting for, what is this new resource all about? So you have essentially 16 new units incorporated into the map, and essentially you get a roll of 3 random units. I thought it was 4, but I guess in this specific scenario we actually only get 3. I seem to have some sort of like bear pattern here. But yeah, if I remember correctly, this one is really good because it has chaos damage. No, sorry. I think this one has chaos damage. Let's actually pick a hero before I forget. Bro, I think Mountain King is going to be really good versus Footman. I think Mountain King actually got a buff recently. So let's actually get Mountain King out in the map, and with Huntresses, I think it's going to be a really deadly freaking combo. And one thing I really want to do is get myself a Shaman, because Shaman is going to be critical against like clumped up footmen. So in my opinion, this is going to be a really good opportunity for us to really like snowball our lead. So here we go. Mountain King with Huntresses and 1 Shaman in the back. I do need to get myself the Adept training in order for this to work. Okay. So this guy did the right thing to go for Headhunters. Essentially, Headhunters will do bonus damage to Huntresses because they do have unarmored armor. So that's the thing with this game. It's all about the armor types, as you guys know. So in order for you to counter and pretty much eliminate your opponent, you basically got to make sure that you're building units to counteract what they're building. The best way to play this, in my opinion, is to be a little bit more proactive. So not necessarily reacting to what your opponent is building. In this scenario, I could see tribesmen and try to like counter tribesmen, right? But what I think I'm going to be doing instead is really going for a more aggressive approach and maybe going for an all-out, stronger, I guess, Mountain King, right? So I could definitely do that. That's definitely not a bad idea. I could go for a couple more Shamans to deal with the kind of like footman front line. I think that's going to be pretty good. But the most important purchase here is the Medallion of Courage, which provides my Mountain King with 5 intelligence and 5 strength. The reason for that is because this is a primary strength hero, which gives them bonus strength. Bonus strength, which is naturally more damage, but more HP and HP regeneration. But the most important stat for this bad boy will be definitely intelligence, because we need to increase the mana pool of this Mountain King to hopefully have a couple more claps in there, right? So yeah, let's see how we're going to be utilizing our second tier, basically our mercenary trader, which I'm excited to kind of like try out. So we got pretty much a really rough stack here. Unfortunately, we're definitely going to be losing this because there's literally no chance we can actually do anything. Actually, we're performing very fine considering we fought 2 heroes and basically 2 armies. I'm very impressed with myself here. Technically, I think the Mountain King like purchase of this item was huge, just to really make sure that we solidify our army. We literally almost took down 2 freaking armies, which is insane to think about. There's so many freaking skins in this game. That's one of the things I think. You can personalize so much of your army, which is so sick, man. I'm very happy about this game. Like, there's a reason why so many players are continuously playing this game. Is you just have so much to this game, right? I think the guy constantly updates the map, which is awesome, right? I feel like that's one of the like most important thing to like, if you want a game to be successful, you kind of have to update the map like constantly. It's the only way. Here, I think, I mean, obviously, like, a couple more Huntresses can't be bad. I do want to get myself a Moonglaive. I think it's going to be really critical for me to do this. I think, honestly, the more Huntresses we get, the better. So we're going to be dropping a couple more Huntresses. The only thing, I guess, that I might be lacking is the definitely frontline problem that I will be hopefully taking care of that a little bit later. But now, since we have tier 2, we're going to be unlocking Moonglaive. And Moonglaives allows me to bounce. So basically all my Huntresses will currently have bounce, and that's going to be really good for DPS. I do want to get myself a couple more gold mines. That's going to be important. I feel like that it wouldn't be a Vimp video without a couple more greed upgrades, right? Okay, so as you can see, I see the Naga Sea Witch actually go for Orb of Venom. And that's a very good counter to basically my Mountain King because it will deal damage over time. The thing is, Orb of Venom did get nerfed this patch. So it went from 22 damage per second to 19 damage per second, which was a kind of like a well-deserved nerf because I think Orb of Venom was a little bit too strong in the kind of current previous patch. The thing that I'm worried about now is how do I even handle the upcoming potential fights? Because the thing is, Orb of Venom is a very tough thing to kind of like fight, because I will basically guarantee to lose my Mountain King every time unless I position him on the like kind of like an awkward position like this. Maybe I think that might be the angle. There we go. So I actually dropped a couple more frontline units, which was kind of like missing in my army. So these Ursine warriors actually pretty good. You know what? I'm actually going to be going for Stormbolt, which I should have picked up. I don't know why I don't have my hero hotkeyed here. We actually got a pretty solid fight here. So I dropped 2 Ursine warriors. Essentially have a very sick enrage ability, which increases their attack speed to self for 2.5 seconds, just an enrage phase. And this is going to help out just kind of like tank a little bit for my Mountain King to just soak up a little bit more XP. Our objective in the future is to be going for these Death Swarms with chaos freaking damage. Look at how strong these look. Resistant Skin, Corpse Devour. I mean, that's a lot of HP too. So I think this in combination with these like backline DPS Moonglaive Huntresses is going to be so sick. So here, I think I did get an additional gold mine. You guys already know I have to go for a little bit more greed in this game. It's super important for me. I do want to get myself a little bit more frontline. I think that's going to help out. Just a couple of these spell breakers can't be bad because they have control magic. And control magic is obviously very good. Just kind of like control any sort of like debuffs and buffs and whatnot that our opponents might have. I'm actually going to be dropping a fairy dragon. Do I have it in time? I do. That's huge. That is very massive for us. And I do want to get myself potentially an upgrade in the future or go for an additional gold mine. Let's go. 3 gold mines, baby. Hey, come on. We're already like in a pretty good spot. So I feel like this is fine, right? Okay, so look at these Ursine warriors. Normal armor, which is really good versus the backline units of headhunters. They're technically going to do a little bit less damage to them. Problem that I'm seeing here is I do need to go to tier 3 because I am starting to see a lot of casters. So control magic is going to be very important to just kind of like take care or take over a Bloodlust, for example. Yeah, this is a very strong stack by our enemies. This is going to be tough to handle because they seem to be constantly stacking. Gargoyles in this patch have been buffed, by the way. So something to note. I see a lot of these players are just massing spellbreakers, no upgrades. I feel like a lot in this game is like not going for upgrade, just massing units early on. I think it's probably the best play. Drop a couple more units here. I don't want to go overcommit on my Mountain King. This guy went for straight torrents. That's insane. Okay, this guy's a really sick combo. He has basically like an orcish army. Torrents with basically Spirit Walkers, and he will automatically revive all his torrents. That is huge. Let's actually tech up. I think it's going to be important for us to tech up because I do want to get myself to last tier as soon as possible. It is a big investment, and I think I will be kind of leaking potentially the next couple of waves because not only did I go for a greedy 3 mine strategy, and hopefully this pays dividends in the future, but I'm also teching up at the same time. So this is definitely never something you want to be doing. But good thing our kind of like Russian teammate here is currently heavily carrying with the revived torrents, which are obviously probably one of the strongest combos in the game. So what's really good about this is the fairy dragon that I placed down a little bit earlier is a massive counter to any sort of casters. And since we're up against shamans, necromancers, that's basically the best pick we could have pretty much gotten versus this guy, which is huge. I kind of want to keep my my Mountain King a little bit longer alive, which is the problem. So giving him a little bit more health, I think, is definitely called for. So I think I'm going to be definitely doing that. Going for a Belt of Giant Strength. We'll just give him flat 10 strength, which is a big investment, but I think it's going to pay dividends because we want to keep our heroes out on the map as much as possible, because don't forget, my Mountain King is the primary target for basically the enemy army, right? So we want to keep this bad boy alive so my backline keeps doing damage as much as possible. So we did unlock tier 3, guys. This is basically when we start becoming kind of an issue for our opponents. Number one thing we do want to get is we unlocked our tavern tier 3 units, which are the Deathsworn. I'm definitely gonna be going for a couple of these, bro. I'm so excited about this. Look at these bad boys. Oh, Deathsworn, bro. We have also so many crystals at our disposal for us to use this at will. This is so sick. I think I might even consider going for a second one up top there just to solidify our front line. But yeah, look at this. Our Mountain King, currently 865 HP, plus 15 damage. Can't be bad. And a little bit more intelligence just to increase that kind of mana pool. So here we're going up against Chimeras and Necromancers, which is a very deadly combo. We might go... Ooh, one thing we do want to go is Control Magic and Shaman. That's completely something I forgot. That's my bad. So as you can see, we got ourselves Bloodlust from pretty much all of these Shamans, and we also have Control Magic from our Spellbreakers. Spellbreakers are going to be massive, especially versus, what's it called? Necros, because Necros are like incredibly... I think probably arguably one of the best casters in this game. I've seen some of the top ranked players really arguing that Necros are basically a must pick no matter what. So you getting Necros, you basically have to pick it this patch. I think it's super important. So us countering it with Spellbreakers and the Fairy Dragon, I think we're in a pretty good spot. All right, come on. Let's get this 4th gold mine, baby. Let's get it going. Come on. It wouldn't be a Vimp video without 4 gold mines. Bro, we're going to be generating an absurd amount of wealth in this game. That's the point of it, right? We want to generate a lot of freaking wealth. Let's go for one. I was going to go for 1 damage upgrade. So one thing I did notice my opponent going for is Chimeras. Chimeras basically do a massive amount of damage ground to ground units, right? But they basically do not aim any sort of air unit. So basically that's going to allow my Wind Riders to reign free and do a lot of damage. So again, I'm not going to overcommit on too much Wind Riders. I built 2 of these. I think it's enough for the moment. A couple things that will be very important is to really kind of like over-index on any sort of Dispel, because again, we're going up against Necros. So going for potentially a second Fairy Dragon is called for. I would even use my kind of crystals here, because I think these are going to be going to waste if you're not using them. So I think, you know what? I forgot about this bad boy. Wait, bro. Speaking of this spell, we got this guy too. Okay, so this is why you guys need to read. I think you get... Bro, I never read, ever. It's crazy. So speaking of basically abolish magic, you know, funny enough, I feel like I'm perfect counter to my counterpart here, because Orange essentially builds Necros. I have a lot of abolish magic. He builds Chimeras. I build Wind Riders, right? So I even have Spellbreaker. So like my full army is really, really good against what he has. So yeah, we actually built a second Deathsworn, which is a very tanky unit. Look at this. 510 HP, chaos damage, and heavy armor. Really, really good for us. And we do have Wind Riders to do a lot of like pierce damage in the back. As you can see, this guy's going heavy on Chimeras, right? Which is definitely a problem, because don't forget, my Wind Riders are going to do so much freaking damage to Chimeras because they have light armor, right? And pierce damage does 200% to light armor. Look at this Mountain King in the front, just tanking literally everything. Absolute Giga Chad. But yeah, we also placed a one of these bad boys down. So this guy, so it's a Guardian. So essentially this Guardian drops a basically abolish magic ward. A little bit like Pugna in Dota 2. I don't know if you guys know the reference, but he does exactly the same thing, just to abolish magic. So whenever nearby enemy casters cast spells, basically they will take return damage from it. It's looking pretty good. I mean, our teammate does have 2 liches. This guy's collecting liches. That's hilarious. Where this guy's collecting liches. I mean, to be honest, since I have 4 gold mines and my teammates are doing so much work, there's no wrong answer at the moment, right? I could be building literally anything. Live for Nerzul. Let's go, my man. Knows the lore. This is a well-educated and cultured man here. That's so sick. Look at these wyverns are going to do so much, man. And here, literally, I can do anything. I'm going to go for 1 armor. So 1/1 upgrade can't be bad at the moment. We have control of metal for so long, and I basically have maximum amount of gold return. Not only do I have 4 gold mines, which generates the maximum amount of gold for me, but I also have the metal control, which really helps out. As you can see, oh bro, this guy dropped a, as you guys saw, he dropped the Ogre Lord, which is a kind of, I think it's a 1000 HP chaos damage ogre, which is really strong. He's basically like a special unit in survival chaos. Look at this bad boy. Holy shit, this brute is strong. Bro, there's no way this is balanced. How is this brute balanced? Bro, is this brute balanced? There's no shot. Look at it. They're throwing shockwaves. Bro, that's so strong. Either way, so we might have to solidify our front line. Looking back at that, I might just actually keep my crystals for a potential 3rd Death Swarm here. I will need some knights eventually. I think priests are called for. I think that's basically the last thing that I'm basically missing here is a couple priests, because the combination of bloodlust and priests is going to be absolutely insane. One thing I did want to ask some of the backseaters in the comments, you guys, is it a good idea for me to go for like this spell since I have mostly abolish magic? If I'm abolishing magic, essentially, right, I won't be able to take control of it. So I don't know what you guys think about that, because I feel like this would basically counteract itself. Anyways, you guys let me know down in the comments, what do you guys think about that? No matter what, we're going to be getting a couple of these priests, 4 to be exact, level them up to master tier in order for them to cast inner fire. Look at that, plus 5 armor, plus 5 damage. And not only that, don't forget guys, they are also bloodlusted, so they have bonus damage, bonus attack rates, and yeah, just a little bit of more armor. So these units, my army is going to be forced to be reckoned with. For some reason, I don't seem to be aiming the chimeras, which I'm not sure why. Look at this avatar for Cosmodan, baby. Let's go. That's so sick. Bro, my army is so strong. I think I know why my wyverns aren't aiming the chimeras, because I think in Warcraft 3, the way it works with aggro in general, it's basically based on the, I guess, closest threat. So if the units are not perceived as quote-unquote threats, they won't be targeted. And that's basically what's happening with chimeras and my wind riders. Since the chimeras cannot attack the wind riders are not perceiving these units as threats. So that's why they're not being targeted. No matter what, we're going to be getting a second hero. Hopefully we get a solid one. We got so much gold income. It is insane. So I think the longer the game goes on, unless our opponents get a lucky pushback, I think we got this one in the bag. Got a solid fight. We got ourselves a second hero, Naga Sea Bitch. Let's fucking go. She's pretty strong in the backline. I mean, can't be bad. I might have even considered going for an orb on her, just so she actually gets passive damage going. Cosmodon, Mountain King in the front, just tanking literally everything. If this guy casts, for example, Tranquility and actually gets stunned by my Mountain King, that'd be so sick. He should have waited. Maybe I can actually, you know, one of the things you can actually control in this game is actually ability AI. So technically I could be waiting a little bit more before to cast that. I think that's definitely noted for next time. No matter what, this guy, I mean, should I build another Death Storm? I think going for a couple more casters is going to be important. I do want to get myself at least one more caster of each. It's going to be important. The more we get of these, is I think the better, because the bigger the army, the more, I mean, I'm going to have to cast Inner Fire on more units, right? So that's going to be super important. Getting an Orb on Nagasi, which cannot be bad, right? I think, is it too late for this to happen? I know Orb of Venom has been nerfed, but I think I might give this one a shot. Let's give this one a shot. Orb of Venom, I know it's been nerfed, but I'm going to be going for this for especially the Chimeras, right? Chimeras are basically the reason why I'm purchasing this. Maybe it's not worth it, or very high HP units. So for example, if Nagasi Witch is applying Venom on a Brute, I think it's going to be pretty valuable purchase. It might be stupid, to be honest. I'm not too sure. I'm obviously not going to be going for Frost Arrow. That'd be a very typical new mistake. So I might go for stats and Frost for Lightning, sorry. Cosmodai, I kind of want to get a little bit more armor on this bad boy, to be honest. Look at that. Let's get more stats. And I do want to get myself a ring. That'd be so sick. I think we have to buff, you know, just for the thumbnail. Just for the thumbnail, we kind of have to buff this bad boy up, right? Just get this guy maxed out. Right, there's a lot of Frostworms, man. This guy's a really good combo. So Brutes for frontlining, Frostworms for DPS, and just Siege Engines for dealing with my all my units. So I do have to be careful to a certain degree, because this guy can be a force to be reckoned with. Look at that. Tranquility is insane. I think I just need more DPS, in my opinion. And I'm definitely going to be using the resources. I think let's go for a Death Swarm. I think that would be stupid for me not to get. I'll build them right here, and I think going for more Spellbreakers can't be bad. Just for actively increasing the size of my front line. So it just allows my backline to do as much DPS. I kind of like my composition at the moment. It's looking pretty good. Alright, we got a stack, guys. It's a 2-stack versus yeah boy here. I'm going to have to make some moves. So what I'm going to be doing is going for a damage upgrade. I need to pierce through this army. It's going to be super important, because if I let it stack, we might actually lose. So here, let's upgrade Fort Line to tier 2. Mountain King, this guy, bro, he's going to be such a problem, bro. This is basically Tyler 1, the short king here. You know what I mean? That's fucking awesome. Okay, I really like this. 2 damage upgrade on my Wind Riders are going to be such a problem late game here. We're actually thinning out the army pretty well, in my opinion, Blue's army. So I think we literally went through 3 armies. Here, what I really want to go for is, guys, you know what time it is. It's just time to power up the hell out of our Mountain King. Let's get this party started. Let's get it first. What we need is a little bit of armor, right? Is always really good, because that essentially increases the total health pool of our Mountain King. So also, I think either Gem of Health is going to be good, or flat out more strength. He's not going to be doing more damage. I think you just kind of want more health just to keep this bad boy alive. Evasion has to be it. Like, evasion has to be it, because there's so many units that are attacking my Mountain King at the same time. So this 15% evasion is going to be insane. Bro, why? Okay, no, it's one army. We're good here. No matter what, guys, I hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. Big shout outs to Art of Warcraft that has been editing basically all the videos so far. I hope you guys are enjoying the way he's kind of editing. I took kind of like a more chill and kind of like a approach to Warcraft 3 and just editing, because I definitely needed help. It wasn't something I was too passionate about editing, and it did take off a lot of time. So now having him part of the team is massive for me. Just allows me to just kind of focus on being creative and having fun and whatnot. So I cannot be more thankful to Art of Warcraft for doing us this favor. It's just an absolute game changer having someone like him part of the team, by the way. So Hopefully you guys have been enjoying his editing. I've been personally rewatching the videos and really enjoying the way he's kind of like handling all of it. So I hope you guys have been enjoying it. And oh, by the way, one thing he did tell me about is we actually got a lot of new channel members. So big shout outs to all the channel members. If you basically want to join and support the channel a little bit more, it goes directly into Art of Warcraft's kind of like pocket, and it's a great way to support him and me at the same time. And yeah, big shout outs to you guys. It's totally, I mean, it's definitely not necessary. If you guys want to do it, there's a button basically on the YouTube page, and I think it's like $2 or $3 a month, and you actually get early access to a couple bits, which is cool to know. So back to the video, guys. Anyways, so guys, we went for a second upgrade. So 2 armor, so 2 damage, 2 armor, and we got a decent amount of items on our Mountain King. So now he's going to be a really strong beefy frontline, which is the objective here. Nagasaki, which should be pretty close to a level here. Look at this Mountain King soaking up so much freaking damage, man. He's level 8, bro. That is so insane. I don't think so. Immune to ledge. That's a really good question. I think he would definitely pierce. Look at his skins. I mean, that's one of the reasons why they're actually such a popular game, is because of the skins, man. The skins are so sick. Makes the game more fun to progress, because you actually get in-game currency, right? You actually get in-game currency you can actually spend at basically your disposal. Whatever you want to get, you can actually get skins. What else? I think avatar, icons and whatnot, which is cool to know. I can actually spend it on something I might consider it in the future. Here I basically have so much gold I don't even know what to get, to be honest. So let's get a couple more spellbreakers. I think that's definitely called for, and I think we do want to get ourselves more items on the Mountain King here. So we got ourselves, this is a very messy base kind of like spawning platform here, guys. There's so many wind riders, but to be honest, I'm really doubling down on just flat out DPS. I think that's one of the most important thing in this game, is just really doubling down on DPS. We got the Mountain King Nagasaki, which almost level 6. I might get a 3rd hero, but I do want to get myself, you know what, I do see a big stack here. I'm going to be going for a 3rd damage upgrade. 3 and 2. Our army is going to be disintegrating. These guys, holy shit, bro, we absolutely ran through them. But I feel like the problem is blue is such a problem, man. He does so much AoE damage. Oh, Sorks have invis. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to unlock the Sentry ability, which actually reveals invisible units. And that's something I guess I should have done a long time ago. But look at this Mountain King. He's still alive, bro. Bro, he's so strong. Holy shit, this Mountain King does not die. And his avatar form gets more HP, more armor. So it's just like disgusting. Bro, purple has a lot of freaking units. A lot of gyros. Let's go Fort Lightning. Level 3. Is my hero still alive somewhere? No matter what, the thing I need to go for is definitely more HP on the Mountain King. I do want to keep this guy alive. I think that would be so much fun for the video. I mean, I think this is probably the best. What would be the last item? What would be really good? I think it's just ring, no? I think ring. Just get him more rings. Lord of the Rings, Belt of Giant Strength, Evasion, and Medallion of Courage. I mean, he's gonna get, this is as beefy as he gets, to be honest. 1500 health without his ultimate. That is crazy. I can even get a basically an armor, extra armor. I think would be good. I might actually hold on that, to be honest, and get myself a couple more Death Sworns. I think that's one of the things I've been lacking. A little bit more frontline, bro. I'm gonna do so much damage. Tranquility is a big problem though when you think about it, right? Late game, these ultimates are really strong. I think Tranquility plus the Shadow Hunter ultimate is arguably the biggest game changers. Just kind of want to see this bad boy here. Look at this guy. 1800 health, tanking literally the whole army. No issue. I think ultimate is a waste. The tornado sucks because the reason why you never want to level tornado is because it forces units to stack. So let's say I toggle Tornado here as an example, right? It will basically slow nearby units and kind of like cyclone them. The problem with that is that it slows the kind of the push. So the units in the back actually reinforce faster. So it actually creates a potential, it gives room for a stack, which you definitely do not want to do at this stage of the game. I mean, at this point, let's get a couple more Death Sworns. I think that's definitely called for. I have so much gold, it's going to be hard to keep up, man. One here. Let's get a put you, bro. It's like, look at this. I don't even know. That's insane. I have so many. Is it even worth it building these at this point? It might not even be worth it at this point. Let's go for some fairies. I think fairy is going to be really good overall, and I think just flat out DPS. DPS is the best play. There's nothing else I could really get that would be worth it at this point. I need to consider getting this at a specific point because our opponents are 2-1 at the moment. I feel like I'm hella carrying this game or what? Because I want to get a third hero. That's the reason why. Bro, are these guys pushing back? Are we going to lose here? There's no way, right? Gents, I mean, talk about an absolute banger. I haven't played Direct Strike in a long freaking time, right? And for some reason, I walk back to a fucking insane game like this one. Bro, my Mountain King does not die. Bro, I can't believe it. Bro. And Mountain King got buffed. That's hilarious. Oh man, he's so strong. Okay, let's get ourselves a third hero and then see what we're gonna do. Oh, Crypt Lord got bro. There's so much potential here. Okay, let's go for Crypt Lord. I was gonna do a double Mountain King. That would have been hilarious for the thumbnail. But the reason why I want to go for this guy is because he has a lot of armor. So his base ability, Spike Carapace, actually returns damage and gives this guy more armor. And I kind of want to get this because the CC coming in from Crypt Lord with the Impel is going to be vital. So I might consider just buffing this guy up and having 2 massive tanks in the back and just letting my Wind Riders do the damage. I don't see what else I can really do. Should I just go for more? You know what I think I can actually do that I thought was pretty like a smart idea from my opponents? Is actually go for a couple of these flying machines. Yeah, I might actually consider doing that. Let's go. Let's go for a Mana Shield here. Mana Shield, keep my Sea Witch alive. Let's level up Impel. Mountain King just soaking up so much freaking damage. And the reason why this is good is because Mountain King with Avatar form is immune to magic. So these Frost Worms actually suicide in the front, which is so good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is passively get a little bit more armor and HP on my... I should actually get... You know what? I'm actually going to go for some items. Also, like, auras at this stage of the game is super important. So let's get a Legion Doomhorn on my Naga Sea Witch. I think this is arguably one of the best auras in the game. More movement speed, HP regeneration, and everything. So also we do want to get ourselves a couple more flying machines in the back here. The reason why we want to start getting flying machines because I think these guys will suicide in the front. So I want basically entire air units to target my flying machines and basically not my Wind Riders. I want these Wind Riders to stay alive as long as possible. I might just try to like place these a little bit better. Ooh, so this guy went for a tornado. Interesting. Level 10 Mountain King. Just try to kill him now. Oh my god. Good luck. This is going to be interesting. So Legion Doomhorn with the regeneration is going to be insane. I kind of want this Crypt Lord to level up. Let's get Impale. Spike Carapace is going to be good. Just giving this bad boy a lot of freaking armor. Legion Doomhorn just doing God's work in the back with the HP regeneration. And now we have the Mountain King just kind of soaking up so much damage. The problem that I'm seeing in the future is that these guys will stack eventually. So I do have to be careful, so I do have to get more damage in my opinion. So the way I might do that, I mean, is flying machines the play? Because I think flying machines is not stupid, and I'll tell you guys why. Because I kind of want to eliminate the chimeras as fast as possible. Isn't that like a right thing to do? Because when you think about it, the chimeras actually do a lot of damage to my backline, to my casters, to everything, right? So eliminating those chimeras as fast as possible, I think is going to be very important, because it's going to allow my Wind Riders to kind of like reign free here. So let's go for bombs and flak cannon here. Essentially, that will allow my flying machines to do splash damage to air and also hit ground units. But they do have priority over air, which is what we need here. This guy's 2-2. I'm basically always ahead in upgrades, which is the important thing. I actually stunned the Paladin there, which allowed me to... Basically, he wasn't able to cast Divine Shield, which is important. So that's why the CC is so good here. Look at that. Bro, I got CC coming in from Impale on the... well, that impaled 2 units, which that sucked. But the I love the Mountain King with the Stormbolt stunning nearby heroes, preventing them from casting any spells. Yeah, it's looking really good. My army is really strong overall. Look at that damage coming into the Keeper of the Grove. That is insane. He's forced to cast Tranquility a little bit earlier. Bro, my Mountain King was not only tanking Blue's army, the fortress, and literally everything. Bro, oh my god. Okay, let's get more armor on our Crypt Lords. Basically, at this point, all I'm doing is I'm building raid bosses. I need to transfer the items here. Here we go. It should be fine. I'm basically building 2 raid bosses, Crypt Lord and Mountain King in the front, and Lady Voss just there to kind of like look pretty. That's it. So yeah, let's get a couple more of these flying machines. I don't think it's a bad idea. Some people might cringe in the comments, but I think it's fine. I honestly think it's fine, because we're also hitting late game, and late game people tend to build a lot of air units. So I don't think it's per se a bad idea. Bro, how is this game still going? Okay, Crypt Lord starting to get a lot of HP, which is nice. Should I consider a Tornado here? I think Magic Shield. I'll wait a little bit. Because you see the Tornado here, it's stacking my units, right? And basically these units have a little bit more time to come to me. But it also does the opposite thing, which is also slows our enemy units, which is also good. Maybe I'm making a mistake here. I'm not sure though yet. I need this guy to cast Impale. Okay, so Mountain King soaking up a lot of damage. This guy went for a stupid amount of Crypt Fiends to web all these units. This is really good because they're webbing the Frostworms, and basically the Torrents are taking care of them pretty well. Yeah, good cast on Tranquility there. Red is actually doing very nice, and he has the ultimate coming in from the Shadowhunter. That is so good, man. Purple's army is massive, man. Look at the amount of Frostworms we have there. That is crazy. I don't even know if it's worth it for me to get more Death Sworns, to be honest. I really don't. These units are garbage at this point. I'll sell these guys because I think they're basically useless. I'll get a couple more Death Sworns. I really don't know what to do. Because I definitely do want to use this resource, right? I think it would be oh, you have a max capacity, so you can't build more of these. Okay, I see. So it is capped, which kind of makes sense because... Okay, he's scanning me. I'm getting scanned. I'm going to be going for the last armor upgrade here. So 3-3. Hopefully this... hopefully this works. I'm also going to be getting Tornado. Maybe Tornado at this stage of the game is worth it. Let's go. We got basically Crypt Lord level 3 plus 12 armor with the ring. That is so insane. That's the most important thing is once we get Crypt Lord and Mountain King tanking for my army like this, I think we're going to be in a really solid spot. There's nothing more opponents are going to be able to do. Bro, we're doing a decent bunch of damage here. I'm also going to be going for a couple more fairies. I think that's definitely called for. So let's go for one more, maybe two more items. Yo, what's happening? Why is this game not ending, bro? It's been 45 minutes. Art of Warcraft, how the fuck are you going to edit this video? It's going to take you so long. Okay, tornadoes being casted. We basically have a lot of freaking Death Swarms in the front. A lot of Wyverns. Spellbreakers. All my units are basically 3-3. Let's get Tornado in the mix here. I think this might be a blunder, but we'll see. Okay, I got Tornado going. Let's see if... No, this is a mistake. This is a mistake. I think I just threw the game. I might have just threw the game. Because units are being stacked here. Wait, I literally just threw the game, didn't I? Tranquility. I mean, red needs to go for this army. It's so important. Okay, I think he salvaged it, but this was close. Okay, maybe not. Yo, we might actually die here. GG. Bro, they came back. This is what I mean about this fucking game, bro. Direct strike. Are you serious? Are we losing here? There's no shot, right? Okay, I need to build units. I mean, Wyverns, there's nothing else I could really build, to be honest. What else do I build? This is so close. I thought these guys would get a stack here and potentially come back. Bro, I have so many Wyverns. It's insane. With Envenom Spears, don't forget, these units do... Every time they're targeting anything, they're also doing venom damage, which is good. This guy's only 2-2. He might actually go for a 3-3 upgrade here. Let's see. Tranquility in the back. Bro, this is so close. Crypt Lord with the ultimate here. Bro, my army. Where did my army go? Oh, shit. Yo, gents, we might be in trouble here. At least these units are suiciding, so I guess I need frontline. I love how Mountain King's just still here, man. Oh, shit. I think I might have trolled this. How is Mountain King still alive? Oh, shit. Oh, there's such a big stack here. I don't know what to do. Crypt Lord. I'm definitely not going to be going for more Crypt Lord. I need more frontline. Like, Knights are the play here. Definitely not Mortar teams. Yeah, Nasty ulti is the problem. I think at this stage of the game, it's all about ultimates. Bro, how do we salvage this game? Like, I don't get it. Okay, so I build a few flying machines in the front to just kind of like take aggro. But this guy's only 2-2. Imagine once he gets tier 3. I mean, that's going to be so much damage. Spellbreakers, I mean, Death Swarm with the hip. I mean, this army is really rough with the Hipperos in the back. They have really good heroes in their defense. Do I get knights? Mass helicopters? Alright. That might be the play. I'm also just getting a stupid amount of Wyvern just to kind of like... As you can see, we're disintegrating the backline, which I guess is good, but... Here, do we want to get a... I think here is a good... Yeah. Here we do want to use... Okay, yes. Here we want to use Tornado because we have a stack. So this is good. Where's my hero? Okay, he is casting it. Impale, level 3. That's huge. Crypt Lord is still alive somehow. Evasion with a lot of strength, rings and everything. Okay, yeah. So that was a perfect cyclone. Okay, it went from like literally trolling to actually winning the game. Bro, the turn of events. Okay, but I do want to untoggle it. I think that's the ability you kind of want to untoggle for sure. Okay, is my Mountain King somewhere? Okay, yeah, obviously he's still alive. Okay, I'm going to be going for... Let's finish this build. So we want what? Ring.
No, not like that. Let me do it.
Your building is complete. Your building.
Oh, okay. So we dropped a lot of more, I guess, gyros, which is super important to just soak up as much damage as possible. We finished out the build for Crypt Lord, basically for the thumbnail. So make sure that Art of Warcraft uses max level Crypt Lord, max level Mountain King. I mean, that's a sick combo, to be honest. Just two beefy ass frontline units, heroes, which is sick. Maybe I don't know. Yeah, this was an interesting game. I haven't played this, I think, in like over 6 months. So it's good to see that I still got it. I mean, it's still anyone's game. We're fighting it underneath the fortress here. Let's see how the Crypt Lord, if he stays alive. I mean, Mountain King has so much HP, and the Crypt Lord is CCing basically everything in the back. Is it GG though? I think it's GG for us. No? Are we losing? I feel like this game, you never know who's winning. Yo, who's winning? Like, who's winning? I don't get it. I can't tell. I literally can't tell. Okay, this guy has... Okay, Amulet Spell Shield. Rune Bracers to reduce magic damage. Lion Horn. It seems to have been buffed because it was +1 armor. This is really close. Let's complete our second row of Wind Riders. How many Shamans? I feel like we kind of need to get a couple more Shamans, to be honest. The longer the game goes on, I think the more we might need of these. But I think you can't go wrong with just more DPS. Winning? We're just farming XP. I guess we are. Just making a good video for you guys, you know? Giving you guys a good run for your money. Bro, this game is insane. I can't believe it. First time I come back, I have so many crystals. It's insane. I can't even use it. Like, what would I build? Like, there's no reason for me to build any of these. I mean, I could technically build a couple more Guardians. Magic damage. Range is good. Maybe potentially might not be too bad, honestly. Just abolish magic. I'll get a couple of these. I'm starting to miss out space. This is the first time in my life that I'm missing space. Bro. If I... By the way, for the backseaters that will say in the comments, I know some people will say in the comments, Vimp is a noob, he built 4 gold mines, and probably leave the video before the ending, right? So I know there's going to be a couple people doing that, right? 100%. It's a guaranteed. Like, you guys already know the actual legit viewers that actually love these games and watch till the end. Well, they won't comment shit about that, right? Because 4 gold mines is legit, but... Right? But yeah, in this specific scenario, 4 gold mine was obviously the play, because the longer the game goes on, I've definitely paid my... well, I got my gold back. Plus dividends, which is the important thing, right? Here we go. Mountain King in the front, tanking as per usual. Crypt Lord doing God's work as well. 1600 HP can't be bad. He's also going to be getting a little bit more stats with time. I'm just waiting for him to get plus more additional attributes here. Yeah, I'm just like doing so much here. I do want to finish this line. So here we go. Additional stats. I might, should I be going for, I mean, getting a couple of these can't be bad. I'll go for 3. At least 3 is going to be good, because in my opinion, the abolish magic at this stage of the game is so good. The totem, right? Dispels any positive buffs. So that's really huge. Any sort of like bloodlust, inner fire, even unholy frenzy, as we know. So at this stage, do we even want to like get more items on Sea Witch? I don't think so. All my heroes are basically almost maxed out. Crypt Lord get an orb? Yeah, I could do that. I think that might not be a bad idea. I think the reason why he's saying that is because he wants the Crypt Lord to aim for chimeras and whatnot. Which might not be a bad idea. Because I kind of need to keep my Sea Witch alive for their aura. Bro, how is my wave dying? I don't get it. Holy shit, dude. How is this game still going on? So I got myself an orb on the Crypt Lord, which this guy recommended. Gave my Naga Sea Witch a little bit more armor, which she desperately needs in order for her to take down the... handle the chimeras, which is the problem. Holy shit. It's a very big wave. Okay, so this is good. Wait, game might be over here. I know I said that before, but this time I'm going to use Tornado. Right? No, cast it yet. Now. Cast? Yes, that was huge. She actually casted Fort Lightning before Okay, huge. Crypt Lord got plus 3 all stats. Level 10. 1900 health. Look at all these stats, man. That's so sick, bro. Bro, he's tanking so much damage with the Mountain King. This is hilarious. Bro, this is as good as it gets of a game back, man. I can't believe it. I'm just so happy playing this game. It's hilarious. I can't believe we got this game. Honestly, I was kind of skeptical. I didn't want to play this game at all. But I'm happy I did. We got a nice stack here. Bro, how... Purple's army is insane. Purple's like air army is crazy. Oh man. And I have no more space. That's the problem. And I kind of like misbuilt here. So I guess we're going for a third lane of wyverns? Bro. I can't believe I'm doing this. How is this even possible? I hope I'm recording. Bro, we got an absolute banger video coming back. This is haven't seen. Is the game like really well balanced? Like, or are we lucky for the game state to be this way? Okay, here comes my army once again. Okay, do I want slow? Bro, the amount of flying machines I have. Is there any other upgrade I didn't get? Yeah, the problem is this guy has a lot of tanks and he's going to be piercing through my... I think that's a... Like, am I trolling to go for flying machines here? Maybe I just need frontline. All my heroes are level 10. This is the first time in my life that I get a game with 3 full levels. Level 10s. That is incredible. Okay, he actually uses Big Bad Voodoo at the perfect timing to keep my Legacy Witch alive. I'm actually going to be casting this here. Hopefully this works out. Perfect. Nice slow here. So units actually have a little bit more downtime. It doesn't seem like it's working. Do I want to get... Wait. I should probably be getting some... Is this like dumb? Because there's a lot of tanks, right? So maybe getting a couple of these mortar teams isn't so stupid after all, right? So we go for mortar teams. Let me cook. And then they handle the tanks while the wyverns handle the frostworms. There's no way that's dumb, right? Yeah, that's genius. It has to be good. And basically my my helicopters here actually handle basically frontline. Which I guess the objective here. Epic game, yeah. 1 hour game. We just hit the 1 hour mark, gents. I mean, I don't know what to say. That is insane. That is insane. It's a good thing I went 4 mines. I think they're paid by now. Okay, let's use... Can we get the tornado in there? No, unfortunately we cannot. It's okay. Let's actually focus up, and I do want to get myself more mortar teams. That's going to be important. I think that's probably the only angle I see with my current units that I have, right? Like, I don't want to go for more wyverns. I feel like they automatically get killed by the tanks, right? Like, this is enough DPS. Right? Get the flying machines in the front. I mean, this is looking pretty good. I guess I do want to spread them out to a certain degree. Bro, they don't even fit. Bro, have you guys ever played a game where you cannot fit any more units? That is crazy, bro. Technically, I could just mass more fairies because they actually take less slots. Bro, I should have went for a couple knights. So I think Flare is useless at the moment. It might be good versus Sorks, but we're not facing Sorks. A couple more casters might not be too bad here. Let's see these mortar teams go to work. The problem, as you can see, is the chimeras will automatically aim my backline casters, which is really the problem. Okay, we're actually dealing with orange pretty well. Here I'm going to be casting... you know what? I'm going to be going for a tornado cast. I think that might not be stupid. Yeah, that's huge. So now hopefully my Sea Witch will stack with our boy here, which is perfect because this will give him Unholy Aura if she stays alive. Maybe getting a couple items on this bitch would be good. Just like maybe more mana so the spell shield is more effective. Okay, I mean, this is a good stack. This is a really good stack. I'll go for more mortar teams for just flat out DPS. Okay. This is going to be awkward split. Big Bad Voodoo is really good. More mortar teams. I think that's called for. How many do we have? This is incredible. I'm still like in shock, to be honest. Okay, let's put the units in front because I do want to prepare in case I have to build more units. Bro, my army is looking like fucking insane. Maybe just knights at this point because I think flying machines do lose value with time. They only have 90 HP. So selling a couple of these wouldn't be bad. And maybe potentially getting some knights just to frontline would be good. Look at these mortar teams with bloodlusted mortar teams are going to do a lot of damage to these tanks. Right? Because siege will do 50% increased damage. The problem is if they aim, for example, the mountain giants, that's kind of an issue for me. It's not looking too bad. I mean, our heroes are really optimal in this scenario, right? Crypt Lord just tanking so much. Where's my Mountain King? And my Mountain King? No, he's right here. Okay. No, that's not him. Okay, so that's the Warden here. This is such a close game. Like, who's winning? Like, I really can't tell. I'm sure, like, you guys too are, like, confused. Like, I feel like purple is completely annihilating all of us. All the time. I should definitely transition to some knights eventually. Yeah, I might go for a couple. Just the placement is really awkward here. Shit.
I'll have it up in no time.
Let's get animal training here. So we got a couple more knights just to frontline because I feel like that's the only problem we're missing here is just the more units to frontline for our backline DPS. Maybe... That's hilarious. Yeah, by now we've created a bond. You know what I mean? Oh man. Okay. I mean, this is a nightmare. So at least we're gonna be keeping these squares, I think, for casters. At this point, it becomes like more like Minecraft oriented. You know what I mean? Where it's not about like it's more about space management. You know, bro. Okay, so I do want to drop a couple more knights here. I think that's basically what's missing here. Just more frontline. I think if I did that a long time ago, we might have won the game. No more mortar. Okay, I think this game might be over here. GG, please. Oh my god. Oh, get me out. We were literally imprisoned. They were keeping us hostage. Holy shit. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy this, the Rag Strike game. If you guys did enjoy, subscribe to the channel for more awesome content like this. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyways, guys, have a good one. Cheers.